Good morning, Dr. Na. Time for the third walkthrough of Planet Foobar. Today we have added some programmatic movements of game objects and some dynamic instantiation and destruction of game objects for our component toolbox and programming workspace. So I'm going to start looking at the ability to move game objects with scripts. This will be used to implement the movement of the robots in the game. So let's load it up. So as you see here, the robot's moving around, a few 90-degree turns, a few straight turns. This is basically a proof of concept script to make sure that we were actually able to control game objects in the world and be ready for the next milestone coming up in 2 weeks, which is actually running the program with the robot. So we will now load up the screen that has the setup for programming and moving components around. So give me 1 second to find that. Okay, we will now show you the ability to move or drag and drop components from a toolbox into what we call the programming workspace at the moment. So if CJ just grabs one of the components off the thing, it dynamically creates this object, attaches it to his controller. If he just lets go, they just disappear. You can grab with both controllers. Pretty interesting, pretty fun. Now if he grabs and drops them onto any of the snap marks, they will stick and it'll dynamically create another snap mark. So it can create a command that scrolls vertically down, and he can just keep doing that as much as he wants. He can take one off of the snap mark and put it back onto another one. He's having a lot of fun. And so that is our concept for this week. That is how we will be creating the programming language. Unfortunately, we weren't able to finish the interpreter. We're going to be moving that milestone to after spring break. We'll be able to read the program and show the function of the robot by next week. So that is our current instantiation. It's basically just robot movements and then the ability to drag and drop objects in VR, and when you release them, they just disappear. So that is the current iteration of Planet Foobar. Goodbye, Dr. Na.